In our lifetime, what's really important? This answer has made countless people cry. Everyone is concerned about their own margin. You have no choice. But at the age of 3, when I hold the lollipop in my hand, and I think that's what's important. At the age of 9, I am lying in the shade. The sun shines mottled on the face. A leisurely summer vacation. It's so important to me. At the age of 14, I'm sitting in the classroom, breeze through the hall. The ponytail of the girl in the front row is suddenly discovered the importance of future female friends. At the age of 17, I read day and night, get up early, and go to bed. Just one college admission letter. For the first time, I realized the importance of the age of 22, I bid farewell to campus, stepping dimly into the so-called society. The first job becomes the most important. At the age of 24, my friends and I exchange cups. Bragging. Age that doesn't understand world affairs, only thinks face. At the age of 25, finally, my wedding arrived. I watched the house full of guests and brides. Of course not the one that made my heart beat faster at 16. Although the girl inevitably has some regrets in her heart. But at that moment, the person with the eyes on money, he became the most important person to me. At the age of 26, I waited anxiously outside the delivery room. The cry broke the silence. I understand that there is something more important to come. At the age of 30, I was overwhelmed by my mortgage and car loan. I think money is really important. 35 years old, my lifelong dad started asking for my advice. I was in tears. Ken is still getting old, after all. 38 years old, my son stopped pushing me. He has his own good friend. I know that for the rest of my life, he just keeps getting away from me. I'm starting to realize that time is the most important thing. At the age of 40, saw the messy medical report. I slowly remembered. Never felt heavy. At the age of 45, I spent half my life in a daze. When you fish in the company with a beer belly, remembering the dreams of my youth, I've never felt that dreams are as important. At the age of 50, I watched my son get married. I squinted at my son on stage. I only think their happiness is the most important. At the age of 55, I followed my grandson's butt for fear that he would fall. At that moment, I never expected son Ching. His safety and happiness are the most important things. At the age of 60, I buried my parents together. Older. I've seen a lot of things. I didn't cry. I only feel my father's scolding and my mother's nagging. It became incredibly important in that moment. At the age of 70, the wife is one step ahead. After all, son and daughter-in-law have a successful grandson career. Is studying in a foreign university. I just wandered the streets with nothing to do. Inexplicably, wives are more important than square dancing old ladies. 76 years old. In the hospital, the doctor let me out. When I left my son alone, I understand. It's about time. Take advantage of this moment. I called my grandson. I just said that Grandpa misses you. The doctor reassured me that it was fine. I smiled and told the doctor, there are no regrets in life. Getting through life is the most important thing. At the age of 77, my grandson came back from out of town to see me. The son and daughter-in-law stayed by the bed. I wonder where the wind is blowing from. Fascinated my eyes. Open your eyes. Mom and Dad holding hands. I have a familiar smile on my face. They were all young. Open your arms for a hug. I miss them so much. So jump out of bed without hesitation. Run towards them. Running, turned 60 years old. 40 years old, 20-year-old, until he turned 3. They were finally able to hold me again, and I nod to them. They also smiled and nodded and took me. Turn away. So, what is the most important? Everything matters, but nothing matters. Because you once thought the most important thing, there will eventually be a lost piece. Life is a long journey. Regret is the norm in life.